One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Temple Owls, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Owls offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Irvin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Hey, what's up, guys?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So Wisconsin's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then...
It's a seam wide open! Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Badger!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Going right to work up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Caught in the backfield. It's Irvin. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He makes the catch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The throw. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. A great catch and run for 6.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Proctor. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll move the wide receiver. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The RPO, it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Whitaker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Makes the catch. It's Irvin. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another first and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 7 over FIU. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Steps away to find some room. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up.
Breaks into the open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the Badgers are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Temple.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using the quick game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Creates a little room, and he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Punts it out of the air. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Touchdown, Owls! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Proctor. Under fire. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the helmet.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. The Badgers send out the punt unit.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now on 1st down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense. shows their will. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and move to play another day.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. At the 35, he's loose. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Offense working from the pistol. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. You knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Badger. Fired in from the red zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding.
He just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss it. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him do it.
He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Gets the back moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has it with really good field position. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they'd hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Pressure coming. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Out and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Touchdown!
you got such great field position. Obviously, the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the back.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Proctor. Quickly complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Gives it to the back on the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They're up by 35 over FIU. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Big play. Takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on 1st down. Steps away. Looking left. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the out.
Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Any update?
Yes. Before that timer hits 0, you're now behind 2 meters ready.
Wait, if they just debate it long enough, then it'll explode on its own?
And if they see you coming, they can trigger it. But only one of them has a detonator. How do we know that?
Boss tech say it's highly unlikely that these two triggering devices, something about frequent clarity. And we're looking for a late model left destiny, right?
Yeah, at least it was parked on Wood Street to stop it.
Yeah, where they're now. Of that vehicle. Okay, but the detonator signal range is only about 400 yards, so I'm sure they're still close by. Okay, so what's the access? Let me do if you can to get like the data.
Okay, we're going to split up on foot and start a Yeah, all right, let's not take any chances getting burned, okay? We're going to sign sweep this to comm and cell phone only for communication.
Got it, we'll give you an update. If you help us deactivate that phone, I'll make everything in my power to convince the people above me to release it.
Help you be broken down. You think I'm stupid. And let's face it, the people above you are the rich. There is no upside, skin in the game. But you know that about me. You care, don't you?
I do.